What's up everybody, this is Vanquish X and today I'm going to be talking about Suicide Squad, specifically the scenes that have been cut out, trimmed down and left on the editing room floor, as a Reddit user called Naydog has came across a list filled with deleted and cut down scenes, and take this as you will, as it might not be completely accurate, but a lot of this stuff was in trailers, so I'm going to just go by it and say a lot of this will be true, but take it as you will, and I'm just going to rattle through the list as it's quite a big list, and at the end of it give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them and all that stuff. And by the way, spoilers, major spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video, as this will go over a lot and ruin a lot, and I don't want to do that to you guys, so if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video. And for those of you still here, or for those that don't really have an interest in seeing this movie, let's just get through this thing. So first up, in early cuts, the movie's opening detailed June Moon's possession by Enchantress in real time, and reshoots reshuffled the scene to be used later in the movie in flashback form in favour of a new opening centred on Deadshot. Deadshot in the prison cell watching the rain fall and thinking about his daughter, that was definitely in the film at some point, we saw that in a trailer. El Diablo observing the flame of a lit match before putting it out due to his vow to no longer use his powers, that was in the trailer as well, we saw him in a bigger cell than he is in the movie. El Diablo being escorted to a training centre by being placed in a tube that fills with water to quench his flames, and then unceremoniously being dropped onto the ground. Now I think that scene has just been reworked into the scene where they're getting rounded up for Task Force X. He's already in a tube-shaped cell that fills with water, and they inject him with something so he doesn't get up and burn them all alive. So I think they've just reworked that scene into what we got in the movie. Early interviews mentioned Captain Boomerang's racism and sexism, but the movie is light on examples of such behaviour which have apparently been deleted. Most of them were reportedly directed at Katana, to whom Boomerang is attracted to. Early reports indicated more backstory for Killer Croc, revealing that he lived his entire life as a social outcast due to his physical deformities, and has convinced himself that he is beautiful in his own way. Croc has crossed paths with Batman while working as muscle for hire for numerous Gotham crime bosses, while secretly planning to take over one day. There were also scenes displaying his affinity for making sculptures out of discarded materials. Aside from jokes about Croc viewing himself as beautiful, one of those scenes were retained in the final cut. You know, the scene when he's like, "Not me, shorty, I'm beautiful." So, you know, and they kept one of those in. I would have loved to just seen more backstory from the guy. He's one of my favourites from the movie, and I think he deserved to shine more. He's awesome in this film. Also deleted was a scene where Croc becomes sick on the helicopter escort to Midway City, and he throws up half-digested pieces of goat and then eats them again, disgusting the nearby Navy SEALs. Early cuts reportedly included a passing reference to Slipknot being a serial rapist, likely to further paint him as unsympathetic to the audience ahead of his own death. More scenes of Rick Flag and June Moon's romantic relationship, including him reading the files of the Suicide Squad recruits after Waller delivers them to him, that was definitely in a trailer. And there was another scene where Flag and Moon are out on a date. From now on there's a bunch of Joker scenes, there was a shit ton cut out of this movie of him, so expect me to be saying the Joker about 1,000 times in the video from here on out. So there was an extended scene of Joker interrogating Captain Griggs, including the line, "I can't wait to show you my toys," which was in almost every trailer but was removed from the movie. Joker and his men escaping after shooting up a restaurant. Harley, who is already affiliated with the Joker, follows them on a motorcycle and intercepts their car. Joker bangs his head against the glass in frustration. Now we saw that in a trailer as well, Harley on a motorcycle and him hitting his head off the car window. Joker and Harley then get into a fight which ends with Harley pointing a gun at Joker's head. Joker sweet talks Harley into lowering the gun, charming her and backhands her across the face. Afterwards he sweet talks her again and they kiss. Now that was definitely going to be in the movie. We saw behind the scenes images and recordings of that scene getting filmed, so that was definitely going to be in the film at some point, but they took it out for whatever reason. Extended Ace Chemical scene where Harley jumps into the chemicals, some more dialogue by the Joker. Extended Batmobile chase scene with more interaction between Harley and Joker. One of the examples presented in all trailers is the Joker punching the roof of his car. Now I think an extended Batmobile chase would have been awesome. Maybe we would have saw Joker and Batman interacting with each other, maybe a bit of back and forth, so I think an extended scene of that would have been pretty cool. Harley using her baseball bat as a mock gun to play shoot at invisible foes. Extended scene of Joker breaking into the nanobomb manufacture facility to arrange for Harley's neck bomb to be disabled. More interaction between Harley and Boomerang. Early cuts apparently including her really disliking him despite growing affectionate to all other members of the squad. If she falls in love with everybody, she loves them, thinks they're all friends and all that, so I would have liked to see why she she didn't like him as much, but I'm guessing it would have been to his sexism and racism, because if he was doing that during the film, I could see her not liking that, so that's probably why she doesn't like him. Extended bar scene with Harley taking everyone's orders. Deadshot calls for a shot, Katana wants whiskey, Croc and Boomerang settle for beer. Harley asks Diablo what he wants and he prefers water, but she jokes,
"That's a good idea, honey."
The scene was featured in trailers, but in the movie it just cuts directly to Deadshot giving a speech about how they nearly pulled the mission off, and that they're going to get blamed for this, and they're the bad guys and all that stuff. Removal of several scenes of the Joker to repaint his relationship with Harley as more loving rather than abusive. Joker and Harley get into an argument after he rescues her in the hijacked helicopter. In early cuts he reportedly pushes her out to kill her, then the helicopter gets shot down, and this was reworked into the helicopter getting shot down first and Joker pushing her out to save her. Joker returns during the final battle in the subway station, face half burnt from the helicopter crash, which apparently leads to a brief altercation with the Suicide Squad. He calls for Harley to escape with him, but she refuses for once in order to help her friends, and the Joker escapes after throwing a live grenade at the group to cover his own escape. You know, the bye-bye scene. Now that's it from the list. That was a hefty list of deleted scenes if all of those are true. Jesus, what happened in this movie? WB happened. Yeah, that's what happened. WB went in and butchered the shit out of it. Now, and this is kind of annoying to me, as I really like the film, but I could tell stuff were cut out, and a big complaint is that it's a bit jarring. Critics are saying, you know, the flow's a bit bad, and I agree with that, as scenes just jump to another scene without any real context. You don't really blend in. I think this might have fixed this all. Now, just to go over the list again, I think the early cuts where June Moon's possession by Enchantress was a bigger scene would have helped to give her a bigger reason for being there, make people probably care about her being the villain or what else a bit more if that actually happened. Captain Boomerang being racist and sexist, I can kind of see why they took that out. It would have offended a lot of people, but again, all these characters are fucked up, so I'm pretty sure people would have got past that, but I can understand why they took that out. The stuff for Killer Croc, I'm really annoyed. Killer Croc was one of my favourites from the movie. I just loved what they did with him, and just getting backstory on him would have been brilliant. I would have loved that. I would have loved to see him getting used to how he looks, learning to love himself as he is, seeing him go up against Batman. I would have loved that. Maybe we would have got a sewer scene. Batman's in the sewers and Killer Croc just jumps out of the water and they fight. That would have been really, really cool in the movie, and just seeing him interact with Gotham crime bosses while slowly wanting to take over. I think all that stuff would have been cool. And him throwing up and eating the half-digested goats, I think would have been hilarious. That would have been a funny scene. I can see when they cut out Slipknot being a serial rapist, as, again, he's hardly in the movie. He shows up, punches a woman in the face, stands there, walks around, talks to Boomerang, his head gets blown off. So he's hardly in the movie, so I can see why they didn't do that and give him more backstory. David Ayer said they actually filmed a backstory segment for him, but I can kind of see why they took that out and this, because he's hardly in the movie. Now, extra scenes of Rick Flag and June Moon to show off their relationship a bit more, I think the film could have done with them, as I didn't really care about that element. I could tell Flag cared about her with the way he acts and all that throughout the movie, but I think some more elements with them too, just seeing a relationship being romantic and all that stuff, would have made me care about that a bit more. And just the Joker stuff. There was a shit ton of Joker stuff. No wonder Jared Leto was pissed. He said there's enough to film a Joker movie, and there was a lot of stuff they cut out. I think this would have handled the character better, gave people a better opinion, allowed him to be in the movie more than less than 10 minutes. He's hardly there. The line with him saying, "I can't wait to show you my toys," every trailer, it was in every trailer. Why cut that out? I would have just made the scene probably like 2 minutes longer. I think I would have helped it, as he's quite scary in that scene. I think I would have just helped it. The scenes of Harley chasing him on a motorcycle and the fight that breaks out between the two, with her pointing a gun at his head and him slapping her, that was definitely getting filmed. We saw that in behind the scenes stuff. People recorded it getting filmed and images, so yeah, it was there. I think I would have shown the abusive side on their relationship a bit more, as in my opinion, he's too lovey-dovey in this movie. I think I would have explained it and showed you him being abusive at the beginning, and then the scenes they cut out to show him changing to being more loving would have just explained that a bit more and all that. And the scene with him returning in the subway station and with his face half burnt, I was really looking forward to seeing that, as he looks like Scott Snyder Joker, you know, his face is fecked up. Really like to see him interact with the Suicide Squad, maybe freaking him out and them going, who the hell is this crazy guy, and him just dropping the grenade and going bye bye when Harley says no to him. He's like, okay then, fuck this, fuck you, here's a grenade, bye. And I would have set up the ending a bit more. I just wanted to see him interact with the squad for once, as he doesn't talk to any of them or do anything, just shoots at them at one point. That's about it. So yeah, that's the list, guys. There's a lot they cut out. I wish they kept some of it in. It's just a lot of stuff they should have kept in. They butchered this movie. They fecked it up again. I like the movie, but I know I had problems and needed more of these scenes. I think I would just helped it along a bit. And I think I'm going to leave the video here as I've been going on for far too long today, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, rock it on that like button. Leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on these scenes. What ones you think they should have kept in and the ones you're fine with them kicking out. And just other things about Suicide Squad if you liked it. And just all that stuff. And don't forget to subscribe as it does really help me out, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.